So 2020 is here. We're in a new space. We've got a whole room now dedicated to my animals. They are no longer in my living room and everywhere. And the space looks like crap right now, but that's only because it's only been here for about 2 months. And I want to make it better. So that's what our goals are for 2020. We're really going to focus on this. We're going to focus on making all these friends happy, like Rufus here. Rufus especially. It's going to get a real awesome enclosure makeover. We'll talk about that later. But I really want to make sure that everything in here looks bomb.com. And right now it doesn't. And that's why I feel like I'm really hesitant to share a lot of it. It's because I want to make sure everything is the best that it possibly can be. And because it's not, I'm really reluctant to pick up the camera and just show everything because I'm not pleased with the way things look. It's not that everything's dirty or that it's poorly taken care of, it's just they just look bad because the animals just destroy them after like a week. So I want everything to look nice. I want everything to look professional and clean, but also natural. And so I want to kind of clean everything up, try some new builds, fix up some of the problem areas. Rufus's enclosure is going to get a whole brand new makeover. The vibs are going to get touching up. We're going to create some new vibs, really explore some options with live plants and planting and different things like that. And I'm really going to try to keep sharing this stuff with you guys. Alright, so we've swung around. We're on the opposite side of the room now. Don't worry, I'm going to give a little tour of this once it's all kind of set up a little bit better. But we'll start with some updates. We'll start with the sad news, and that is that about a month ago or so, I lost my hamster shark bait. It was not something that was entirely unexpected. It still was. It was like no real signs of it, but she was getting to the point where she was about 1.5 years, getting to 2 years, which is on the end of the life expectancy of Russian dwarf hamsters. So it really sucks. I loved her a lot. It was a really interesting experience taking care of that particular type of hamster. I will definitely say I think I lucked out with her in how friendly she was, because I know that a lot of them are not. However, regardless of that fact, I will definitely recommend them over Syrian hamsters to anybody who is interested in purchasing one and caring for one. Infinitely easier, and they smell way less. So I cannot recommend them enough. She was a really amazing addition to my animal collection, but I don't plan on getting another one as of this very moment. I think that if it was to happen, I would want to have an enclosure pre-built and something that was like really, really cool and unique, where it would be a lot easier to see the animal, because she loves to bury and stuff, but I have some thoughts about how I would want to do that with like some PVC tubes, kind of silicone to the glass. But it's not something that's a priority for me to replace. I want to kind of focus on the animals I have right now. I don't plan on adding anything, at least purchasing anything, for a while. That's just because I think it's not that I am set with the amount that I can take care of, it's mostly just space. So yeah, so that's the only sad news that's out of the way. The good news is that I guess since the last time I've posted there has been two new additions. The first was a planned one, and I will go get him right now. So the first new addition, who I got a few months ago, is this guy here. This is Kodama, or Cody, and he is a banana ball python. He was only born this year in August, so he's just a little baby. He's much, much smaller than my other ones. So he's a banana ball python, but he's also heterozygous for piebald, which is really cool because that means once he's older, he'll be able to breed with another potential snake, or if I find a friend with a piebald ball python, we could create some really cool babies. The banana gene is really interesting because it's a sex-linked morph, so only male ball pythons will turn out bananas. I don't know the whole genetic reasoning behind it, I just know that that's the case. But he's really pretty. I have wanted a banana ball python for a really long time. These guys are really cool when they're babies. They have this really nice kind of yellowish orange color, and then they've got a kind of purple, lavender, lilac color underneath it. And they get these black freckles that only increase in number as they get older and bigger. So I can't wait until he starts getting more and more. He's just gonna look prettier and prettier. And the reason I named him Kodama is because if I'm not mistaken, those guys are the Japanese forest spirits from movies like Princess Mononoke. I think is one of the like pretty famous examples. And on his side, the pattern kind of looks like them. They've got like little faces there. But since that's obviously a complicated name, Cody was nice and short. So I thought that that worked nicely. Before I get to my second new addition, I will show an update on this guy. This here is my baby Crested Gecko, who is currently hiding. Come on, buddy. Who is a baby holdback from last year, from Jack and Pepper. He's still very tiny, and I try not to take him out too much because I don't want to lose him, but he is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. He got a lot of color from Dad, but it's almost kind of like an orangish yellow color. Oh, he jumped back in. And what's great is that he's getting the spots from Mom and Dad, so he's gonna get even more, I assume, again, as he gets bigger. And he's actually starting to calm down quite a bit. I would not have been able to do this a few months ago. He was born in, oh gosh. So yeah, he was born in April of 2019. So he's about 8 months old or so. And he's really starting to grow now. I didn't notice a ton of growth at first, but he's really starting to get there now. He's really starting to put on some length and some weight. And I love baby crested geckos because their heads are so disproportionately large compared to their body, and he's finally starting to kind of fill that in. But he needs a name, so if you have some suggestions, I'm fairly certain he's male. It's pretty early, but I'm like 60% sure he's male, we'll go with. So if you can leave some name suggestions in the comments, that'd be awesome. And now our second new addition, who is a little unplanned, but I could not pass up, is this girl here. This is Stella, and she is a recent adoptee from my friend who could no longer take care of her because he's going traveling, which is totally understandable. He's taken really good care of her. She is a chunky monkey. She eats really, really well. So I'm not entirely sure how old she is. I should probably ask him when he got her, but she's obviously an adult. I would say at least a few years, 3, maybe 4 years old. And she's been doing really well. She's been in quarantine for the past, I guess it's been almost a month now, maybe if not more. So she'll be able to have a full setup soon, and she's gonna get a nice custom viv. So stay tuned for that. She's got a 12 by 12 by 18 enclosure. It's the same dimensions as Pepper's, but Pepper is also going to be getting a new remodel too. But so my plan is to create a really nice viv for her. She's a really friendly gecko. She's not jumpy whatsoever. She's got that kind of slow chameleon walk, and I don't really ever see her jump. She does not like to fire up during the day, but at nighttime when I come in, she definitely looks really great. She's got lots of great blondes and creams, and then her sides turn a nice chocolate brown. So she looks nothing like she should. But otherwise she's doing really well, and I'm really happy to have another female crested gecko in my collection. It adds some extra genetic diversity, and I'm hoping that once that baby grows up and he's an adult within a few years, potentially a future girlfriend, or another female for Jack to breed with. We can maybe kind of create like a breeding trio with them, and hopefully get some more babies, and then I'll be able to sell some more, be able to keep introducing people to the wonderful world of crested geckos, because I think they are awesome.